Cancer, we will now be having a look to see how your special person may be feeling about you and your situation. So this is the one who loves you. What are they thinking and feeling? Cancer, what are they thinking and feeling? Okay, Cancer, this person may not necessarily be doing too well. The Tower card, the Knight of Swords, and the Seven of Swords, there could be someone who's feeling deceived, okay? They may be feeling deceived or hurt by you. The Knight of Swords is impulsiveness. You can see that the Virgo and the Knight of Swords both look towards the Tower, and the Tower is chaos and calamity, and I think there's someone here, Cancer, that's not doing too well, actually. The Queen of Cups, this is you as water sign, and you have come up for them, so they're thinking about you. They're thinking about you very much. They're holding on to this sort of attachment here, Cancer, but what's coming up is with, seeing these cards on this side, I feel like the Tower card, I feel this person feels hopeless about a situation. They may be feeling like there's something that they've done that's caused you to be the way you are. The Knight of Swords can often show like fast-paced energy. This is like self-sabotaging. This is jumping to conclusions. So this person may be jumping to conclusions about you, but they're not having a good time processing things or in this relationship right now, Cancer, because I don't know if they're overthinking things, because the Hermit overthinks. He has time to dwell and analyze. And Virgos are known to be perfectionists. So this person is trying to perfect your connection and your relationship. But in doing so, they may be coming across as quite demanding and or controlling, which what the Queen of Wands can represent. I mean, she's very powerful, she's very spiritual, and she holds her wand. She knows she has power and influence. So this may be this person coming up as that. I think they mean to come from a good place with the Queen of Cups, because this can often indicate things like kindness and love. And you can see she's so delicately looking at this, at the Holy Grail here. So there's someone's behavior here, Cancer, but it's almost like they want to come from a good place, but they're not showcasing that sort of behavior. I think they're trying to perfect something. It could also be someone that feels very lonely. The Hermit is a figure of solitude, and you have two queens without their kings. So it's either, and notice how there's two queens that sit on top of the two aces, regardless if you're a male or a female, two very strong characters that are missing their counterparts. The Knight doesn't have his counterpart in the medieval deck, neither does the Hermit. The queens have their counterparts in the King, and that's missing. Now, there could be someone here, Cancer, who knows you have options, who knows you have two people after you. And maybe they're going crazy. Maybe you haven't solidified things, you've tread carefully, because I think this person feels there's been avoidance. Now, swords are often ways of thinking and ways of communicating. So there's someone feels like you've avoided a big topic to talk about, coupling up or the relationship or what you could do different or how you could improve. So someone feels there's been avoidant behavior, and they want to distance themselves maybe with the Hermit card. The Hermit was isolated from society. So in this way, we can read that this person is distancing themselves because they feel that you may have options, or they're distancing because they feel there's been avoidance on your end. And with the Tower card, maybe this is drama, this is scandal. I don't know if this is like a sexual episode. The Tower can often indicate a phallic symbol. So there might be someone here who's feeling like they're being used, maybe in a sexual way. Maybe they don't feel important enough. This is why they're charging ahead with the Knight of Swords. Maybe they have acknowledged this, but they're tiptoeing, they're tiptoeing around this, what they feel for you, and they're tiptoeing maybe of their controlling energy. Now, the Queen of Wands isn't always read as controlling. She takes initiative, and she's quite bold and daring. So it's someone who wants to be this way towards you, maybe has tried to be this way, but has backfired with the Tower card. So now they're not really sure. They might be feeling guilty, okay? They might be feeling guilt. The Seven of Swords, you know, we have to ask, 2 sevens here. We have to ask, is he feeling guilt for taking the swords and looking back? So there might be someone here who's feeling remorse or regret or guilt for their behavior, for being presumptuous, for causing Tower moments, for fanning the flames, maybe exaggerating a little bit. And the Queen of Cups has a softness about her. And I almost feel like this person may want to apologize even. Maybe someone here wanting to say sorry. But the Queen of Wands indicates pride. So they may be too prideful, too proud to say that they're sorry right now. Or you might see it around the time of Leo or following that in the time of Virgo, just after. But it can be pride and ego in the situation. This person's ego is getting in the way, of their emotions. It's almost like at times they have to fight their ego with how they really feel about you emotionally. And you're obviously important to them, Cancer, because you've come up as the Queen of Cups. So you're obviously on their mind and they're thinking about you. This is the Holy Grail here. This is very valuable. So there could be someone here who, if they haven't up until this time, have finally realized how much value you add to their life, Cancer. How much you've provided them, how much love and attention and devotion you've given them. But it can also be quite an emotional energy, and I think they're emotional over something that has happened. The Tower, they weren't expecting it. I also want to say expectations and maybe disappointments here. There might be someone who feels like they expected something from you and maybe you didn't deliver, Cancer. And there's possibly an element of disappointment. Not that the Hermit looks disappointed, but his head is bowed. He just lacks enthusiasm. And there might be someone here who feels a little bit disappointed in things that have happened between the both of you lately. Or it could be someone who's doing this to you. Maybe there's been too much. Maybe you have introduced a lot of Tower moments in the relationship and they're feeling like they have to avoid it. Maybe they're doing something here. They may be looking to other people. You know, there's other people that may be coming up around this person and maybe they didn't before they were so adamant. But the Knight of Swords is quick to judge, it's quick to jump to conclusions, it's quick to make decisions, it's hot-headedness, and the Queen of Wands is known for that impulsiveness as well, Cancer. So there may be someone here who is being impulsive and acting on very, very rash emotions right now. So you may need to give them time, but you may see improvements coming into that. You know, you had Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. So these next 3 times, the time of Cancer, the dates of Leo, and of course the dates of Virgo, could be very crucial in the development of this connection and what happens going forward here. And it could also be that if they're overthinking, if you've gone distant or you know, put someone at arm's length, they're definitely noticing that, Cancer. So if you've tried to make that impression, there is someone here who's noticed that about you. And they could be wondering what else that you are doing. They could be thinking, okay, they've gone distant. Are they tiptoeing around? Are they interested in other people? So it's making them overthink. And it's certainly making them somewhat worried to lose you, Cancer. But I will leave your extended reading at that. I hope this has been helpful and has given you a little bit of insight into your situation. Obviously, the details are going to vary and everyone is dealing with such different situations and people and are in different parts of their relationships. But I do hope it's given you a bit of clarity, Cancer. If you were after a private reading with me, you know where to find me. Otherwise, thank you again for tuning in.